guys, we are Tottenham TV here outside of Wembley, previewing the massive North London derby here on Saturday, here with Claude from Arsenal Fan TV. Now let's catch up from last time we saw each other, just before the last North London derby. Obviously, you guys won that. You what?
A bit cocky.
Let's not talk about cocky after how you guys celebrated the last North London derby. All right, come on.
After that, you're saying you're going. What was it? Was it cash out and all this now? I wonder
if you would have spoken to me 2 games ago, I would have been a lot more confident than I am now. Obviously, we would have been 10 points.
It's not over until the fat lady sings, you know.
Yeah, look, 4 points. Still 4 points clear of you guys going into this game. Obviously, gives added importance to the game on Saturday. Are you confident that Arsenal can catch Spurs this season?
Well, it's not over. It's 4 points. There's nothing in it. Spurs are now on a bit of a dodgy run at the moment, so it's up for grabs, as they say. You know what I mean? Even third places now, they've been drawn into it, haven't they? Spurs, they were clear, but now they've been drawn into it. There's a bit of a, I don't know, there's a bit of a lack of confidence in the last 2 games that they've played. From what I hear, I've heard they dominated the game in the second. Were they the better team on?
Well, Spurs overall, we dominated the game, but at the end of the day, we didn't have any.
Chelsea game, yeah.
Yeah, we dominated the game, but we didn't have any shots on target. That's the truth of the matter. And when you have no shots on target, you can't expect to get much joy. But how do you feel? Arsenal, since they beat Spurs, they were level on points back in November. But then you dropped off a bit. You lacked a bit of consistency. You dropped 10 points behind Spurs, but now you're catching us up a bit. Do you feel it's been a good, you've had a good season so far?
It's been an up and down one. We're starting to recover a bit. I thought we was doing an unbeaten run, but then we got a few injuries. I think once Holding went out at Old Trafford, we started a bit of a slide then. But we're slowly recovering, but yesterday was probably our best performance of the season so far, but I thought Saturday we won the game, but there were still errors. There's still errors defensively. Don't get me wrong. We're still not defending, and I think the way forward now is just to go out and attack really, because our defence is not great as you can see, and the only way we can compensate is just by going forward. And like last night, we picked a team to go forward, and I hope we pick the same team on Saturday.
What, is it on the starting lineup?
Yeah, I would. Yeah, definitely, because at the end of the day, it's no good going down to Spurs and hoping. I'd rather, to be honest with you, go to Spurs and go for it than sit there and just keep the score down. You know what I'm saying? Because if you might as well just have a go. You're going to lose. If we lose 3-4-1, that's be it. But at least have a go at it. You know.
Are you confident going into the game?
Yeah, I think I'm more confident because I feel you're going through a little bit of a rocky patch at the moment. It's not a bad time to play, yeah. And I mean, even last season, if you look at the game, you outplayed us, but that was 1 goal in it in the end, and it could quite easily have been a draw at the end if we didn't miss that chance. And even though we were outplayed, do you know what I'm saying?
I know. We used to have 5 chances. Yeah.
These are never. How can I say it? These are never games where some go away. It's always close game, no matter what. I mean, I remember when we were superior to you for about 20 years. Not 20 minutes like you are now.
20 minutes.
Yeah, but
3 years, I'd say.
Yeah. When we're superior for 20 years, these games were always tight. There were never big gaps in scorelines. Well, there's always 1 goal in it. So I think it'd be another tight game. I wouldn't be surprised if it's a draw on Saturday, because you haven't drawn this season, and what happens when team eventually they don't go all season without a draw, do they?
The undrawables we are.
Eh?
The undrawables.
Incredible, isn't it? It's incredible. I've never seen I don't think that's ever happened before so far in the season.
No, we have the record. We now hold the record for the most games without a draw.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's incredible. It's an incredible record, and.
But defensively, like obviously you said you're lacking a bit. Do you feel like you have the consistency from now to the end of the season to, you're in a bit of good form now? Do you think that your team has that consistency to really build a good run from now to the end of the season? Considering 6 of your last 10 games are away from home, your away form's not so great.
What I will say is, after we played you and Man United, we haven't got a bad run in. We haven't got a bad run in, have we? I mean, how many games are there left now? Is it 10 games left? So in the
6 of those 10 are away from home for you guys.
Yeah, but the last 8 are winnable. All of them are winnable, aren't they? The 8 game. I think what will define, and I said it before, these 2 games, what will define our season is how many points we take off Spurs and Man United. I think 4 would be great, 3 minimum, but under that, I think we might have a struggle.
But then you also, you got 6 of the last 10 away, and you've also got to chuck Europa League in there. Will that be a distraction?
Europa League, no. No, the Europa League is another I think our priority is to get into. If the Europa League is a bonus for us, yeah.
Think Emery sees it that way?
Well, that's how I see it. Maybe I think it is a bonus. I think the most important thing is that we concentrate and get, because in the cup competition, one moment and that's you're out of the competition, isn't it? Mm-hmm. In the league, you got to just, that's it. But in the cup, there's one moment. You found that out last year when you played Juventus. Yeah. One moment, you're out, aren't you? You know what I'm saying? So you can't rely on that. I think what we must make sure is that we get in that top 4.
Yeah, but it's a competition.
If we win the competition, all great, fantastic, it's a bonus. But the most important thing is to get in the top 4.
It's a competition. He's won 3 times over 9. He has form for kind of prioritising that for other teams, for prioritising Europa League ahead of his league campaigns. For Sevilla, they regularly didn't finish top 4, and obviously they were winning Europa League, but they regularly had pretty poor league performances. So do you not worry that could be the same?
You could say that Wenger was winning league titles, but then he went 10 years and didn't win nothing, did he? So you can, it doesn't matter. That's the past. What's happened in the past is the past. Whether you've won it 3 times, 4, and remember,
talking about how he prioritises it.
With a different club, different mentality.
I'm just talking about how he prioritises the competition in the past. He's prioritised Europa League.
Well, yes, but I think but he knows that he can't prioritise that, because he knows if he's not in the top 4, his job's hanging by the thread, isn't he?
Do you think Arsenal have actually improved this season?
Points-wise, yes. Performance-wise, I'm not so sure. I think the only way you can judge that is where we finish at the end of the season. Yeah. I think it's very difficult, because it's like an up and down. I mean, I don't know how you feel Tottenham. Have Tottenham gone backwards or they've gone forward? You can't really tell until you play end of the season, can you?
I think listen, I think it was up until a couple of games ago. I think it was a miracle that we were actually in a title race. I think we were there. Because when you're 5 points behind with 12 games to go, I think you're there. And obviously,
about improve. You can't. This is what I find difficult, because you watch Tottenham explode against the best currently team in Germany, score 3 goals and really look good, and then you see them play at Burnley and they didn't have a clue how to break Burnley down. Do you understand what I'm saying? It's just, it doesn't seem, it's a difficult one to answer that.
Yeah, because we were showing a lot of consistency before that Burnley game in terms of getting over the line against teams in the bottom half, and finding a goal from somewhere and keeping it tight defensively. It didn't work out against Burnley, and then all of a sudden we lost to Chelsea. We've done 2 losses in a row. I've been repositioned. Apparently we are a security threat to Wembley Way, so there we go. That's why we've changed position. But I was just chatting about how we were showing consistency before the last 2 games. We were 10 points clear of you guys, and obviously those two losses have really hit us quite hard this season. But with no bigger game than coming the North London derby here at Wembley. Apparently it's going to be the last game at Wembley for Spurs this season. Then we're going to move to the new stadium.
Oh, I thought you'd wait until next season to start.
It looks like it could be this season.
Oh, and you're off to Milton Keynes after that, is it?
A new stadium, mate.
No, are you sure it's ready, yeah?
Yeah, of course.
Well, I'll have to have a word.
You know what? No, I'm not sure.
I'll have to have a word with a few of the workers and get those alarms done again, broken again. So.
Yeah, apparently it was apparently a few of the workers were Gooners. That's the whole delay.
And they weren't, and I'll have to get back on it and see if they can delay it even more. Actually, I don't think it's. I think it's a big advantage. It's a disadvantage now because you've been playing Wembley all season, and I found that when we was at the Emirates at the start, it took us a while to get going in the new stadium. So it might affect you in that respect.
I don't know. I think it might have the opposite effect. I think we need to be back in the new stadium.
Are you saying that? But your home record is probably
Okay. 4 games at home.
Best in the league, isn't it?
Yeah.
Or is that?
You have a better home record than us
No,
this
I think
season.
we're about level on home record. And,
I think you're better. You're better.
We're in the top 3. I think you're just. It's just maybe the goal difference separating us.
No, I think you've got a foot. Yeah, fifth best home record. We got the best away. We got the best away record, but yeah, away record's very strong because we played the whole season away from home.
2 games.
Yeah. Oh man, it's really really frustrating those last 2 games. But all right, what's your prediction then for Saturday?
I got the feeling it's going to be a draw Saturday because I have that feeling that Spurs have got a draw sometime this season. I think it'll be Saturday. I just feel I think they'll because
high scoring draw. Can't see you keeping
no,
too many clean sheets.
I think it'll be either 1-1 or 2-2. It'll be close. It'll be close because whatever, as I said before, whatever the whoever's really. I mean, we were miles in front of you, but there's always only 1 goal in front in the games when we played you. So it don't really. It's never a big gap between the 2 teams when it comes to scoreline. So no, I think it'll be a draw Saturday.
Do you think you'll play Aubameyang, Lacazette, and Ozil?
No, actually, I hope he plays with the one there and 1 on the bench. We were doing really well, and then we stopped doing that. Then we went on a bit of a bad run. Now we got back to doing it. We're starting to winning games again. So I'd keep the 1 up front, whether it's Aubameyang or Lacazette, and to come 1 off the bench. I think that
Aubameyang or Lacazette.
I think for Saturday, because it might need to work a little bit harder, I'd have Lacazette up front and Aubameyang to come on with Tottenham tiring in that second half. Yeah, you know when you tire, like. Hopefully, we're hoping that Trippier trips up again.
Trippier were one of the worst own goals I've ever seen in my life. Listen, obviously it's hard after 2 defeats in a row. Hopefully we can.
I can't get over that goal though. I mean, what was he thinking?
He was looking straight at Lloris as well. I don't know what he was thinking.
Maybe he thought he was at the other end. I don't know.
Silky finish into the corner. That's what it was. I don't know. I can't even think. I can't even watch the highlights back of that game just yet. But listen, you guys shouldn't be too confident going to this game. I know we got 2 defeats on our backs in a row, but you guys are yet to beat Pochettino away from home since he took over from Spurs.
First time, isn't there?
Huh?
It's always the first time.
Yeah, but history is a precedent. So you know, I think.
You never used to lose at Burnley, but you did on Saturday, didn't you?
That's not true. But but listen, your defence is vulnerable. Always has been all season. So I'm confident we can get at you. It's just whether the defeats are hitting us hard or not. But the fact of the matter is, you know, given our games we have left, we have to win this game because we have to go to City, we have to go to Liverpool, 2 away games. We're really in a battle for top 4.
Will we be resting players for Europe though? I wonder.
Definitely not. We're 3-0 up. We can't afford to. Yeah.
No, you can't.
Listen, what was that Champions League?
Take that for granted. I mean, even 3-0 up, you can never take that for granted. Look at what was it? Barcelona were four down or something against PSG. Was it not? Was it? No.
Yeah, that was Barca Roma last year, and Barca PSG the year before.
That's it.
Yeah.
And even last season, wasn't it? Three goals.
There were 3
Exactly. So you never know, do you? In football, you can't take that for granted.
Or at least in the Champions League to compete. Anyway.
Oh yeah. Well, we've been doing it for 20 odd years, mate. So.
When was the last time you got past the last 16?
Eh? Anyway, go on.
All right, I'm gonna go 2-1 Spurs. No, 3-1 Spurs. I'm gonna go 3-1 Spurs on Saturday. That's my prediction.
3-1. I'm gonna go 1-1, and I'm gonna say that I'm gonna make a bold prediction and say Harry Kane ain't gonna score Saturday.
And you still confident for our bet?
Oh, remember what was you saying? Cash out?
I offered you early cash out. You denied it.
Yeah. And what did I say?
You said no.
Over till the fat lady sings, didn't I?
Yeah, we still do. 2
And
defeats on the bounce. We're still above you. We're still above 4 points above.
And if we win on Saturday, I might be asking you for a cash out.
We'll see. All right. Cheers for coming on, Claude. Nice one.